And the reason I say continuing to do the work, and I rather say continuing to do the work instead of done the work, because to me, done has this implication that like there's a destination and there's an end. And I personally, in my personal opinion, and you are free to disagree, disapprove, but in my personal opinion, I don't really think anybody's done developing. You literally are experiencing life every day. Like, there's so many things that we don't know, that I don't know, that so many things that I can be better on, that I can improve, that I can unlearn. You know, there's just so many things. So I think you continuing doing the work, but I'm bringing all of this up to say some of us have clearly been doing the work, okay, or have done a lot of work over time and are continuing to do the work. Put it like that. And when you come across somebody that clearly is still not there, isn't concerned about doing the work, hasn't done the work, or maybe it's not that they haven't done the work, maybe it's simply you're not compatible. Sophie, get out of the pond. Sophie. You gotta be careful with her, because she'll sit up and claim she's drinking water. You know, try to play you. Oh, look at me. I'm actually just getting a little sip of the muddy waters. But then next thing you know, Miss Thang will be in the middle of the pond. So no, you have to watch Miss Honey Child here. She's a beautiful dog. And leave the frogs alone. Let's go. Come on. That's a good girl. Come on. Oh, don't jump. You good girl. She good girl. But the other aspect of this is the fact that, like, you know, sometimes you're not compatible. And that's in every type of relationship. Sometimes y'all aren't meant to have more than that experience. That's the other thing that I had to learn for myself. I'm always trying to extend shit that doesn't need to be extended. I don't know if I'm sure other people can relate, but from my perspective, that's how I view how I've lived and what I've done. Like, I will overextend a trial. No, you've already shown me that we're incompatible in more ways than one, and I'm willingly continuing to extend something that should have ended years ago, which is another reason why let the victimhood shit go. Like, I'm not a victim to the circumstances that I just experienced. I'm not. I was a willing, active participant. I did wrong. I did good. I could have done better. And I made the decision to leave, to end it permanently. Reason being is through therapy and counseling, but then also just like, what's the point of sticking around when you're unhappy and you've been sticking around and wishing things are going to change, thinking if you do this, if you do that, if you're here for them here, if you buy them this, you know, if you spend more time with them, whatever. And then you start realizing it's not on you to change who you are for them. And it's not on them to change who they are for you. Y'all just are not compatible. And that's the problem. I have to realize, like, I literally be trying to, you know, force shit to work. And you know what? That's control. That's just as toxic and dysfunctional. And that's not a good thing to do. And it's also, a lot of times you're wasting your own time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you've seen right away, this ain't it. And you kept doing it. Okay, now, yeah, the other person had their problems, had their faults, but guess what? One thing that you're going to learn as you work on healing and taking accountability, and you're going to continue to learn throughout life, I feel, especially in the first 30, 40, or 20, 30 years, or maybe 20 to 40 years, depending on how you want to look at it, is you're going to learn. I forgot what you was going to learn. I'm over here trying to make sure the dog don't hit the 100-mile dash on it down the road. But one of the things that I've learned is that you can't control other people. You can only control yourself, and even that, you can only do that within reason. Okay? But the reality is, if you're going to change something, if you're going to control something, it should be yourself. Okay? You can't, you feel me? And people are going to do ultimately what they want to do. Just like I'm going to do what I want to do. You're going to do what you want to do. All right? And another thing is, I am really learning to let go. A lot of us, like I said, got to let that trial run expire. You got to let go. Just trying to hold on to something that clearly is not functioning or working. Rather it's a job, a diet, a relationship, doesn't matter. If it's not working, there's no point in continuing the same path. I get, the first few times you want to give, a few second, third options.